Vasquez.
While Archundia is making his debut in the cage, Alex Vasquez is now entering the cage for the 9th time in his amateur career. The Sacramento native truly has a life story. I could have talked to him for a couple of hours this morning at weigh-ins. He was raised by a single mom, never knew his father growing up until early adulthood. He spent much of his life being homeless, and at one point did not have a roof for him, his wife, and 2 children. This is all at the age of 18. He lost contact with his mom for quite some time. She had her own struggles, and day-to-day life for Alex Vasquez was truly so difficult. But eventually, he was able to get hired at a casino as a janitor, hustled, went to work every single day, worked his way up to where now he is a surveillance technician manager at a casino, truly turned his life around. He's even repaired the relationship with his father, who is in attendance tonight. And he said, you know what, man, he's like, aside from fighting, I finally understand what being a family feels like. He told me, I'm a striker first. I have 3 knockouts, 1 submission out of my 5 victories, but I think I can hold my own if it goes to the ground. But he told me flat out, this is without a doubt the biggest opportunity of my career. I feel like I can get to the professional ranks soon, but I have to prove myself tonight. And hard not to root for a guy like Vasquez.
Yeah, wow, what a backstory, you know, very impressive, like I say, coming out here, all of his wins by finish, and given the trend of the fights here tonight, I'm wondering if we're even going to see a second or third round.
Yeah, it's been very exciting early on. Vasquez, his 4 children are here watching back in the hotel room, certainly wants to make them proud as we get the announcements from Garrett Furtick.
A1cobat now moves to the welterweight division, set for 3 2-minute rounds presented by Aloha Electric Sign Company. We introduce to you first the Punch Edibles blue corner. Standing 6 feet tall, weighing 169.2 pounds. Tonight, he makes his amateur MMA debut, representing standalone MMA from Chico, California, Ricardo Archundia. And now introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Punch Edibles red corner. Standing 5'9", weighing 170.3 pounds, holding an amateur record of 5 wins, 3 losses, with all 5 wins coming by stoppage. He represents last stand to fight team from Broderick, California, Alex Bred Rite Vasquez. Referee David Sherman.
So Corey, interesting situation for Vasquez. He's already had plenty of amateur fights in 3-minute rounds, but now bumping back to 2-minute rounds. So once again, the urgency has to be there.
Yeah, exactly. As we mentioned previously, because his opponent has less than 3 fights, the commission does require them to fight at 2 minutes with shin pads, which, you know, with this guy's finishing capability, I'm not sure he necessarily needs that extra minute. Oh, heavy blows from the jump.
Nice counter punch there by Vasquez. Archundia. Oh! Combinations early on here.
Neither guy waiting to throw down. As we mentioned, these are short rounds, but heavy blows from both sides.
If the first 30 seconds are any indication, we're not going to decision here.
You know, Vasquez has landed some heavy blows, but so is Archundia.
Oh! Not sure if he lost his footing there, but Vasquez jumps. Oh, but wait a minute. Could be trying to lock in a triangle there. But Vasquez hammering away with the left, and now he gets the right free.
Yeah, I mean, Archundia making a questionable choice to strike from bottom there as he ate some heavy blows from Vasquez, but looking to tie up now, recover himself a little bit, which is smart. Yeah, and hopefully able to recollect himself, ready to re-engage in this fight.
Both these men certainly want to keep this fight vertical. A right hand lands on the jaw of Archundia. He's busted open. And now Vasquez looking to go in for the finish. 45 seconds still to go in this action-packed first round.
Yeah, you know, Vasquez just pressing forward, applying the pressure, and landing some heavy blows. But Archundia's not out here. You know, he's landing some strikes himself. He's just got to be careful lifting his chin up in those exchanges because Vasquez is throwing with some heat.
Archundia is trying to set things up with the jab, but Vasquez has been so effective with the counterpunching. Oh, another one. Oh!
Heavy blows from Vasquez, and there's the 10-second clacker. I think we might see our first second round of the night, but I'm not sure he'll make it out of that.
Well, you see fatigue starting to set in a little bit here, and we'll see how they rebound following the first round, but wow. I would love to see the percentages from both of them in this first round.
Yeah, geez, I mean, talk about maximizing a 2-minute round, Johnny.
They jumped right into it. And Archundia said, he said, look, I'm going to dictate the pace. I'm going to charge right in. That's certainly what he did, but Vasquez, you know, he's got 8 fights under his belt. He's seen that before. Oh.
Yeah, some heavy blows landing from both sides. But Vasquez just not respecting anything that Archundia is throwing his way, just pressing forward and landing those heavy blows.
Yeah, certainly a round in which Vasquez was really in control for the majority of it. You see Archundia already wearing some damage just above the left eye.
Does seem to have, you know, recollected himself from that exchange, but yeah, definitely going to be a tough 3 rounds if it goes all the way.
It's been a tremendous start to the night, and
all right, boys, round 2. Let's go.
the main event on the amateur card, Amarius Taylor, Trejanda Banda, is going to be absolutely incredible. But wow, look at Vasquez wasting no time.
Yeah, Vasquez is swinging for the fences, but he is landing with some heat. Beautiful body kick from Archundia. And you know what? Hats off to Archundia for taking this fight. You know, Vasquez with the experience, not many people would have stepped in the cage against him, especially knowing what he brings to the table in his finishing capabilities.
And you see Archundia, he's using every possible weapon in his arsenal right now. Nice combination.
Beautiful combination and great split down the middle there. And now we're seeing Archundia start pushing forward a little bit and maintaining the center. I wonder if, you know, Vasquez pushed hard and fast in that last round, and that is going to wear on him, even if we are looking at those shorter rounds. So maybe Archundia's durability is going to come into play a little bit here.
Well, that and, you know, patience is a virtue, especially in your debut. I would imagine things are moving so fast that sometimes your emotions get the best of you.
Yeah, hats off to him and his team, you know, his great job recovering between that rounds and really looking to start coming into his own in the second round here.
Ooh, nice hook there by Archundia. Combination lands, and now a right hand by Vasquez charging in once again.
Yeah, Vasquez smelling blood in the water there. You know, he landed big, heavy blows. And once he finds his range, notice he doesn't just throw 1 or 2, like he's throwing those combos and he's throwing with heat. He wants to get that knockout here tonight.
And Archundia is leaving himself wide open with the jab, and Vasquez is really counter-punching effectively. Oh, another left hand lands. Both fighters bleeding from the nose, as it looks like we're heading to a 3rd round.
And both guys are doing a great job of mixing their kicks in there. Wow, you know, what a testament to their durability and grit, you know, on both sides, you know. Many people would have crumbled to those strikes. There's some heavy blows being thrown down tonight.
We've already seen 2 exciting finishes, but we have an early contender for amateur fight of the night here. Just after these first 2 rounds, as we go back to check out some of the highlights, and you know, they both landed very powerful strikes. Vasquez had a couple of nice combinations with his counter punches, but Archundia was a little more patient in that 2nd round and was able to do some damage.
Yeah, beautiful job from both sides. You know, we're seeing plenty of striking on display. I'd be interested to see if someone wants to mix it up a little bit and throw a takedown in there, but, you know, I definitely don't think the crowd's going to be disappointed if they choose not to.
Right, I mean, neither fighter wants this to go to decision, though, because it's been a very even fight. Probably would still give the edge towards Vasquez at this point. But let's see if Archundia throws caution to the wind here in the third round.
Yeah, Archundia definitely pulling back in for that second round.
All right, boys,
and like I
round
said, it's his debut. He's never been in there before. Perhaps he's kind of just getting comfortable coming into his own. And like I say, he seems to be growing into this fight, which is hard to do when you have someone like Vasquez throwing at you.
No question. Vasquez controlling center here early on in the third round. Archundia in the black, Vasquez in the red.
Nice high kick from Archundia. Vasquez does not want to go to the judges.
Continues to chase Archundia, trying to land combinations.
Archundia is starting to use his footwork a little bit. He's doing a good job of being mindful of his cage positioning, circling back to the center. Vasquez, unfortunately, is winning just purely based off of, you know, cage presence. He's pushing forward, and he is throwing with volume. When, like he's mentioned before, when he lands one, he throws 3 or 4 more to back it up. And that's if we do miraculously see a judge's scorecard, that is going to edge it. Oh, beautiful
nice
check hook, though, from Archundia. I nearly spoke too soon.
Vasquez landing with precision throughout these 3 rounds, and now another combination. Not easy going to a third round in your debut, and now down goes Archundia, and a right hand finds a home for Vasquez. Can he finish it here in the final 30 seconds? Landing some ground strikes, some hammer fists, and now inviting Archundia to get back out. Oh, perhaps not.
Wow. Yeah, beautiful job catching the kick for Vasquez. You know, he was very sensible, didn't dive straight into that closed guard and allow himself to be tied up from Archundia, you know, and that enabled Vasquez to start landing some heavy strikes. And it's going to seal the deal with the judges here, which it seems we are going to go to the distance for the first time tonight.
A very strong finish for Alex Vasquez. But that was a tremendous debut for Ricardo Archundia, going all the way through 3 rounds. And these guys wasted no time out of those 6 minutes. They used every ounce of gas they had in their tanks.
What a fight. You know, what a card, Johnny. Like,
yeah.
2 fights, 2 finishes. The third fight, we go the distance, but what an absolute bomb burner. And they are setting the bar high for our pros tonight because, wow.
I'm telling you, and Corey, for everyone watching on YouTube, we are not overselling this card. We've already seen 3 amazing amateur fights. We still have the undefeated Jake Carver coming up. We still have the undefeated Ramiro Hernandez taking on the Etholizer, Ethan Richardson. We have the undefeated German Doev taking on the undefeated Eric Betancourt. And then that's not even the main event. So much more to come here as we await the decision between Ricardo Archundia and Alex Vasquez. As Corey McKenna is going to go get a word with whoever the winner may be, we'll take care of some business here, of course. We welcome you to join us live on UFC Fight Pass tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific, for A1cobat26, the main event. The new super middleweight champion, Nick Maximov. Of course, you know him from a multitude of fights in UFC. He stormed into A1 Combat back in November, defeated Kevin Felipe, moving to 10-2. He's an absolute grappling machine. He is taking on the hard-hitting Russian Said Magomed Abdulgaziev. Very unpredictable fighter. Not a lot is known about him. That's our main, of course. In the co-main event, 2 fighters moving up to lightweight. We have Eric Sanchez taking on Ernie Juarez, who just had an opportunity in Contender Series, did not go his way. Nonetheless, he's still 8-1, former A1 Combat featherweight champion. Very, very dangerous individual. As the decision is in, let's go to Garrett for a take.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action-packed action, we go to your 3 judges at cage side for the decision. All 3 judges, Phil Balducci, Chad Shepard, and Wayne Phillips see it the same, 30-27, all for your winner by unanimous decision, Alex Bred Rite Vasquez.